Hi everyone, I am Jeffy Bed the Alien, and today we are talking about DMCA. Oh boy, this is not gonna be easy to talk about. Anyway, DMCA stands for the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, was introduced in 1998 by the United States as a form of counterbalance to all the piracy that was happening online, as in people downloading songs illegally on Napster and Kazaa. Oh god, that takes me back. Anyway, long story short, if someone was using your content without your permission, you could file a DMCA claim, and the host containing the offending content would have to respond and take down said content. That way they would remain unaffected by the claim. If they did not take it down in a reasonable amount of time, the whole host would also get in trouble. So as you can see, the hosts had very good motivation to get that shit out of there as soon as possible. But anyway, that was back then. Now, the DMCA serves a more confusing and not necessarily more effective role in modern history. It serves to prevent people from using copyrighted songs and other content in content creation. So, more or less, these days, if you listen to DMCA music while streaming, or if you use music that's copyrighted in your YouTube content, you can get in trouble for it. So the way the services like YouTube and Twitch react to DMCA claims is not exactly the same. Alright, so on YouTube, if a piece of content of yours gets flagged by the automatic system, the monetization of your video gets transferred to the claimant. So even if there is like 3 seconds of someone else's song in your video, they make all the money from your video now. Which is not exactly fair, but then again, at least they let the video stay, and you don't get banned for it. However, on Twitch, since they cannot monetize your content if they see copyrighted content on your stream, they will just go with 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing. Same thing with Twitter as well. So, the margin for error is very small. Allow me to explain. So, normally you don't get those strikes one at a time. These lists are automated and compiled by big lawyer firms, which send them out en masse, which means that normally you don't get 1 strike at once. You get multiples. So that means if you're not careful and you just play random song requests on your stream, you might just get 10 DMCA claims at once. And since Twitch has a 3 strikes and you're out policy, you go from nothing being wrong in your channel to getting your whole channel clapped in an instant. And if you're not a big channel, there's no recourse for you. Because bigger content creators can make us stink online, on other social medias. And that can get the attention of Twitch and YouTube, which is not something smaller content creators can do with much ease, unless their post of complaint goes viral. So it's a big problem. It's a big problem. So, what have we been doing to protect ourselves now? We've been listening to non-copyrighted content as musical backdrop to at least to our streams. That's what I do personally. I go with DMCA-free content, like Stream Beats. And also, someone recommended I use Pretzel Rock. We also have licensed music that you can safely use with no problems. So, you have to take measures, because back in the day you could listen to whatever you wanted on Twitch and would not get in trouble for it. But now, you can't be that lazy about it. You have to make sure you're not gonna get a strike, because if you do, you might be effed in the B. And that's just from the legitimate ones. I did not even talk about the illegitimate DMCA claims, which have been recently booming on social medias, because it's a fun way to make your content creator banned. So if you hate someone, well, I'm not streaming right now, but thank you for the follow. Wow, that's awkward. So, fuck, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so now the newest troll people have been doing is they're false claiming your videos. And the way counterclaiming works, because the only way to get your content restored and to get rid of those strikes on your account is to counterclaim the DMCA takedown request. And how do you do that, you imagine? Well, by providing all your personal identifying information to Twitch or YouTube, and then they just forward it to the claimant. And then if they don't accept your counterclaim, you take it to court. So it's like, yeah, sure, let me dox myself to trolls. How can that end up good for me? Are you fucking serious? Is that for real? This is incredibly dumb, and also incredibly dangerous. Because some people don't want their private information leaked online. You know, so they don't get swatted. Or worse. Seriously, wake up Twitch, wake up YouTube. But then again, it's not their fault. They don't have a choice, they have to comply in that very specific way because that's how the DMCA rule is written. So the only way we can get out of this freaking abusable mess is if we get the DMCA rewritten and updated to modern living. It's not 1998 anymore. Jesus Christ. So how can you do that? Well, if you're outside the US, you're shit out of luck. I'm sorry. It remains for our American audience watching this right now to go save us from that horrible rule. So you need to write to your congressmen. You need to write to your senators. You need to write to the people representing you and tell them that the DMCA needs to be updated. It's antiquated. It's bullshit. And also you need to spread the word to everyone you know that do content creation. Because they might not be getting hit by it now, but oh lord, it's coming. It's coming for everyone. So, better be ready for it. But yeah, so if you want to look at the DMCA free resources that I use, I will link some of them in the description of this video. So, have you been copy striked before? Have you been banned off social media for it? Did you get in trouble? I would be curious to learn your story, because I'm sure it has happened. I already have 2 strikes myself on Twitter for that kind of carelessness. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. Anyway, hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any other suggestions for subjects you want me to talk about, be sure to let me know in the comments. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I do really appreciate it. And it really helps me show up in the algorithm because, you know, YouTube is all about the algorithm now. There's no escaping it. But that's a conversation for another time. Also, don't forget, I stream 6 times a week on Twitch. Alright, that's enough. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. Take care, and see you soon. I have quit my job of 10 years to do this full time, at least for a little bit. My plan is to do this for at least a year. I have saved the money for about 3 to 5 years to make sure that even if I fail horribly, I still have a roof over my head